Hello, everyone. It has been a minute and a half, and apparently I don't have enough light. There, that's better. Yes, I do in fact live. How you doing, Echo? Oh, man. Uh, given the fracking weather, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing y'all you're getting hit about as hard as we are. Um uh oh. Uh oh, you have great news. Tell me your great news while I get things set up. You got a table at a con. Nice. That's fantastic. I am here for it. Working for Witchy Wishes. I am unfamiliar, but that is still incredibly awesome. Let's see. So I can remember how everything goes. Gonna start us in the void. Because I usually only do a game, like I start it up long enough so I can actually get it in the right source. Oh my god, it has been too long. I've had some interesting things happen. I don't know if you're up to date with it, Echo. Let's turn that down. I was not expecting that music. Well, no, I haven't streamed in like almost 3 weeks, so... Let's see, do I have... Wait a minute, let's check controls real quick. Okay. Oh, you were building a tall geese on stream. Oh, man. Wish I hadn't missed that. Now, I have been out, doing sound for our production of The Mousetrap, which has been fantastic. You got an alt Ison? Ooh. Okay, so I can't move. Oh.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
You have information about Milton, called the Orcas Island Police Department. Okay. Uh-huh. A Wing Gundam Sky Zero. 2 guesses as to the base of that model. Haha! Okay, so both shift, left shift, and right click or zoom. So is the left control. Alright.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Lots of papers.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Huh. This is very pretty.
Been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, good. We're being watched. So...
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Watch it unlock
She
everything.
thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Scott Barco, hi. Hello. This game's fucking awesome. Yeah, so the last time that we streamed... Ooh, and we already have a choice. We could continue to go that way, but that would take us away from the story. The last thing that I streamed was the disappearance of Ethan Carter, and everyone on stream was telling me, you need to play Edith Finch. So, also, this was a special request by the Ferret as well, of just like, yes, this is definitely a game that I need in my life.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Yes, I'm very lucky to have the chat that I have.
It's been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something but never do.
Here we go. Oh, that's just another missing... bunch of missing persons flyers. I probably would have come across that if I hadn't found the one at the very beginning. Huh. Hello. I know this probably isn't part of the game, but I'm going to try to get up to it. Now if we just play Phantasy Star 4. I want to take, like... The reason why I haven't started that is the same reason that I haven't continued on Final Fantasy 9. It's just that I haven't been here. What am I doing? Aww. Alright, so we would have gotten here regardless. That was just a faster way, I think. Oh, no, we never...
I wouldn't have driven this way in a long time.
Ah.
I saw a few hoof prints.
I just got an achievement for that. You're seduced by the pretty graphics of modern titles. I'm on to you. Huh. How old is this game? Let's see. Like the last thing that I played that was recent was Far Changing Tides, and that was only because I had been really looking forward to that one. Which, oh my god, that whole series is so good. Great soundtrack, great gameplay. What the fuck? This is more modern than PS4 and FF9 combined. Okay, also takes up like 6 times the room of data, so trade-offs. So, I now understand what Ferret was meaning by the term, oh, it's Edith Finch house, because that's some choices were made in the construction of this. What the? Jeez. Huh. Physically impossible choices, but choices.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
It made you uncomfortable because you understood physics more than the builders here. And something about, you know, self-preservation. All these missing posters are
Now,
really creepy.
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I mean, yeah, I'm afraid of this house. I haven't even gotten into it. I don't even know what's inside of it, and I'm afraid of this house. Can already tell, so there's a basement with lots of paints and such. Did anyone have to make one of these in school? Because I did. They're just as creepy then as they were... as they are now.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, shit. I can't go back out. Great. Okay. Looks like I made that choice. Ooh. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need a doggy door. Ah, soldering kit. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, answer me this. This is supposed to take place in the Pacific Northwest. We even know that this is in the U.S. because, you know, we saw the Washington State license plate and your basic power outlet. That is a UK format. Oh, that's pretty. Place such as this, you should be able to take the Zippo. This is Edith Finch, bucko, ain't no going back. Oh, so we've got a bit of, we've got some astronomy going on in here. Oh, no. Well, that's what I originally thought, but no, that was just the thing on the antenna. Okay, did they seriously hang a tennis ball on a string to tell you how much room you have before you have to stop? I mean, ingenious, but that okay.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oh my. Stop you from crashing, yeah.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Huh. Ouch. 22 years old. Lewis, older brother of Edith. The Finch family cemetery. Great, there's a fucking cemetery. And here's what I find interesting. Okay, so that date's November 21st of 2010. That hasn't been moved since January. Aha, we have more names. Milton. Dawn. Okay. Oh yeah, Dawn. All right. Onward with the narrative games. Hey, hey, Puka-san, how you doing? Yeah, I've never seen one of those used before, but that's because I also haven't been able to park my car in a garage in like 10 years. So
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
oh, the kitty. Um There we go. I'm taking that because hey Birdie, I got a screen cap of this in case you want to try it someday. Holiday Feast, Witch's Kitchen, Viking's Belly. All different kinds of cookbooks. Apple pie. Book of Mushrooms. Fish and Shellfish. Sublime Supper. Taming the Sea, A Fisherman's Guide. So that's such great detail. LP Brown Cannery.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Yeah, it's Washington. Okay. Good lord, the tuna. Oh dear. Oh dear.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Oh boy. All these books just scattered everywhere. Oxygen tank, assisted walker and chair.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well, of course, she didn't want to be caretaker all the time. It probably got to her. Okay, why can we not pick... Well, maybe if we had power, we could turn that on. Hey, you're not going to eat the leftover Chinese food? Oh, good lord. Walrus. Thank you so much for the follow. And I've got a stretch. I have a stretch. Okay, let's do a stretch. Oh! I really do need to get more different... Oh, God, that was my elbow. I do need to get more different rewards. Thank you so much for the follow there. Let me mark that as complete.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Ah! Ah! Oh. See, that's... Huh, that's interesting. Where is the ladder for that? Or did they just take it down? Or are you... Oh, I guess you're just supposed to lift that up and put that up there. See, those are the kind of bookshelves that I want, where I absolutely have to have a ladder to get up to stuff. Funny hats are always a good redemption.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After the original house sank? They... Were we living in Swamp Castle? What the heck? They did a good job with the pictures. I will give them that. So we're supposed to take it as read, I'm guessing, that a lot of these are cookbooks, but then there are some that are definitely not. Big Book of Homeschooling, Homeschooling Book of Answers, The Weird, 51 Tales, The Metamorphosis, Pastoralia, Swedish Folk Tales. There's like as many books as I've owned in my life on a single shelf. I mean, we have 6 bookshelves and we don't have nearly... Like, there's probably as much in this house as there was in the bookstore I used to work in. Ah, I see some of these got pixelated. Ooh. Nope, we're going to stick with... We're not going down into the cellar just yet. Barbara?
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Oh, so it's Sven's fault. Huh. Barbara Finch was in... was in motion pictures in the old days. My Friend Bigfoot.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What the hell? Really is an amazing amount of detail in this game. I played through it twice, once on PS4 and probably finished my Switch playthrough not even a month ago. Like, yeah, I'm totally with you. Yeah, I'm floored by the detail. Good Lord. I honestly, I absolutely love the aesthetic of all the books here. You know, that it just, I don't know why, like that kind of disarray in an art form is just, it's an odd sort of comfort to me. This door, however, does not comfort me at all. Why would you want to, why would you want to foam seal it in and then deadbolt it? What the hell is behind that door?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Keskafuck? Why would you seal up all the... Like, what kind of sense is that?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Huh. It's not supposed to... You act like you've never dealt with a Winchester house? No, I haven't. Also kind of communicates the obsessive nature of who's collecting all those books. I guess it's my first thoughts when I look at all those. Yeah, we downsized a lot of ours, and it's still in quite a lot of disarray. I am excited to what it's going to be like later on. Oh, here's something interesting. Who fell? Who fell from here and probably landed on that coffee table? Because that is totally a repair after someone went over. We're gonna hold on to that thing for a second. Let's go check out all the other rooms first that we can't get into. Molly, 1937 to 1947. 10 years
Molly
old.
always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So, oh my God, now this is starting to make sense. So every time that someone gets added to the house, they add on to the house. Holy shit. Ah, Barbara, the movie star. 1944 to 1960. Wait a minute. 16 years old?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Encanto. Oh God. I am actually really happy that I'm catching things that you've missed. It always makes me it always makes me feel good when I'm like, oh, check this out, because that shows me that that it doesn't matter how long a game is a game how long ago a game has been published, you can still approach it with a new perspective. And
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
story is post Encanto lore. I don't know. That's a good question. Sven Hofstad Finch, 1915 to 1964, and Edie, 1917 to 2010. Aw. It's just, is it oh, this is precious. So what, 49 years old? And she lived to be, damn, 93.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Ah. Edie is the nickname. So technically Edith is Edith Jr.? Calvin, 1950, 1961. 11 years old. And there's also another one, Sam. Oh. Apparently Calvin was the astronomer. Sam was a military person. And I wonder why there's no birth date.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What? Gregory? 1 year. Oh, God.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
More of a not particularly funny joke than anything. I haven't seen Encanto, so... Hey, Birdie, look, it's a picture of Mount Rainier. Well, the thing for the national park. I do want to go there someday. Okay, it looks like this is going to go up even further. So why is this room open? Okay, so here's what I want to know. Why is it that this room is sealed, but it's not a bedroom? I guess, like, I mean, look, it's a huge, fluffy bathroom. Do you think it's because Gregory was an at-home birth? Just musing. Because, I mean, how long would it take for them to get to a hospital from here?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Huh. Certainly cleaned out. I find this carpet very interesting.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
The key.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Holy shit. Okay. Little tea set.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Oh, the kitty.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
A jump rope?
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh my.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
And we finally got a save point. Ah, we're in Molly's room now.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
This is amazing.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
No. Come on, I can't move it any further? Okay. Poor gerbil. There's the chimney. And a map. December 1947. Ah, so she was the one that collected all of the insects.
Since Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, good lord.
My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, God, this gives me the creeps.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, that's bad. Oh, this is a not good.
I ate a lot of things that night.
That's plastic.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay, this is so cool.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Christmas presents already under the tree. I like to look and see what's different. And it looks like there's something different right there. Sure aren't a lot of books. Frisbee.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Huh. Hi, Ferret. Hi, Nauseum. Can't really see what it is that is jingling. It's probably a collar of some sorts. Thank you, Speedy.
It's eating. Mind your mouth. It's very, very hot.
Oh, this is going to be sitting for a minute.
Oh, bonk. I made baked ziti.
It's so good. Okay. I think I've got to go... Ah, there we go.
I jumped and I almost got her.
I love this. Just, I'm hungry. Hmm. And what is this?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Huh. It's interesting. Ah, jeez.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Come on.
Gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh my.
Rabbits.
Okay. Got one. I mean, poor rabbit, but
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
oh my god.
Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh, great. Now we have ragdoll physics to deal with.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, wow. Okay. You've really got to deal with the controls. Here we go.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Yum, 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 yum.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh, God. The guy in the car sees a shark casually flop by the street into the nearby water.
was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
It's really creepy that I'm hearing that it's Christmas carols. Now, let's go back over here. Guy in the car. Yeah, I just...
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Yum, 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 yum.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh my god. I'm loving it.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I am so digging this. It's creepy, but I love it. Oh god, did she just go back into her own room? She went back into her own room. Oh no.
Closer.
Yep, this is her own room.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will precious.
The hell?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
That's not okay. Oh God, and now the
Describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
like maybe the jellyfish? Oh, if only we could crouch. Let's take a look at some controls. No. There is no controls on that. Okay. Oh, God. The sound of the creaking sounded a lot like a cat, didn't it?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Imagine that.
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Bob with a snake. 1980 to 1984. Burpee. Was another... It was like 1940 to 1948. Can't read that one. Derpy, 68 to 81. Wow, really hung in there. Rob, 80 to 91. Lurpy, 52 to 63. I love the... Purpley. Furpy. Oh my goodness. And Zerpy. Oh dear. Derpy Jr. Oh, that's so good. Ah, yes. The yarn stash. I know that well. Up here. Shrine sketches.
Edie
Interesting.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Forgive me while I have a little bit to eat.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
It's almost like maybe she knew.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin Finch? Joining the great majority, the mysteries of death and thereafter? Oh, I used to love these few ninders.
Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. his wife Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johann.
Family curse?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He puts the whole damn house on a boat?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
This sounds legit.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
He has what I think you might call attachment issues. Does he know there's a leak in the foundation? Better get a sump pump down there. What else can we find? One's never alone with a rubber duck. So what else is that? Student takes top honors in state photography contest. See, India. Couple turns land into a native haven. Murder probe clues exhausted. A murder probe? That's a little unsettling. Oh, her oxygen tank. Goodness, look at... Have about as many pill bottles as I do. Huh. Excuse me.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
The Pacific probe? That looks like an Inquirer thing.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Sam Medal Ceremony, Sam Photo Award. Conspiracy Now, Weird America, The Finches. Channel 7 Edith interview. Aw, my friend Bigfoot. Aha. Sam and Kay's wedding, 68. And is that Dawn Poetry Recital? Molly Concepts, Barbara Concepts, mural sketches. These look like notebooks that you end up getting to look through Like after the end of the game or something like that.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Built 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Some old-time levels there. Taxidermy for the home. Aw.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, good. We get to go into here. Right. She probably wouldn't be able to stand up.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
Sam's first wife. There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Oh, that's funny.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, jeez. Calvin Finch. That's a new name. Born April 25th, 1950. Died September 23rd, 1961.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
It's a wonderful little dark room. Wait a minute. Huh. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that resub. For 5 months, Mac Daddy. We have here. Oh, Milton. Oh my. Oh, oh God, that hurts. That fucking hurts. Oh. Fort Sam, Fort Calvin. Oh. We're gonna have to go up there. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Cute little pogo stick. Nope, 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 nope. Get back, get back. I just wanted to look. Huh. Marine Corps Certificate of Acceptance. All of his slides. Orcas Island Regional High School, Cobra Battalion, Bravo Company. Certificate of Achievement presented to Samuel Finch for obtaining a 120% deportment grade. Third quarter of 67-68 school year. Ah, it's JROTC. Wow. So I guess when he got out of the when he got out of the Marines, he turned to photography, which, I mean, you know, that's
I knew
awesome.
Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
That's another secret. We're not going to look at that just yet because we need to find everything up here first.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
All these candles.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh no.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh no.
Going around is impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
And there it goes.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
That's gonna break.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
And you have to do this yourself. Oh no.
That's the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh. Oh, God.
It felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh. Like, you actually have to move yourself to do that. Oh, that hurts.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh my god, what is up with this place?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Yes, let's definitely open this so we can get back outside. Okay. Let's, wow, so we started here and we went all through this, all along there. In here, here, here. All right, let's go into Barbara's.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Gosh, she had her own... all this merchandising. Jeez. Commemorative plates, lunch boxes, dolls. The original footage. Oh, she must have been in ballet as well. Barb Street. I love it. And then she went to work at a diner because, of course, she did.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh, different, more different books. Ah, Siddhartha, Alice in Wonderland, Oliver Twist, Greek Tales, Red Carpet, Masters of Cinema. Breaking In, The Art of Acting. Oh, man. Dreadful
Of all the
stories.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But got in a lucky break. She'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Nope.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw.
Oh,
and
dear.
had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
That is a wonderful way of giving that next clue.
The music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Really? Really? Oh, by the way, I'm controlling this now, but really, we're using this music?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
This was when Birdie noped out and Ferret played. I've got a crutch and I'm not afraid to use it.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Ah, now it's the table saw. How did he hurt himself, though? That's what I want to know.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Yep. He deserved every bit of that.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Cue the Rocky Horror fans.
Walter? What's going on up there? Ah!
Thank you, Ferret, for saying that's not a saw stop.
Dead, Walter.
Ah. Oh, I'm loving the Men in Black chair that's right there. That's so good. You know what's going to creep me out is if we get back into the real world and find that the key is there. Hey, look at that. That is not repaired, which means that that hasn't happened yet.
Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
And a soft felt hat, yes!
Smashing.
Nice.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Should we go to the window?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Ah, there we go.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
No, we're gonna go down and kill him. The gravekeeper? Yeah. Yep, he's not there. Of course.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I guess we can't.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Really?
The monsters had come to surprise her.
Aww.
It was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Uh-oh.
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh, God.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ugh.
Edie, told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of a break, mainly because I need to get I need a little more food for after that, and oh boy, woof. Oh God, the ear. Oh, okay. So, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, jeez. Oh. But now we get to go. I'm guessing we're gonna go into the basement next. That'll be fun. So, we'll be back in. Oh, I would say give me about 5 minutes or so. And let's see. So much weirdness. Yeah. Yeah, just give me about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. We'll see what's going on in the basement. So stick around. And we're back. Pretty entertaining watching people play through these narrative things for their first time. Oh, I'm so glad that you're entertained. Sometimes I will play one that I've done so many times before just because, oh, I want to like be reunited with an old friend, and others it's just, oh, you haven't played this, you need to play this. Please forgive. Oh, please forgive me. I'm still getting over some fever blisters. All right.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. The basement one is great. Oh, boy. I'll be very interested to see how we eventually get into the library. Oh, good, the handle's still there. Oh, God. Well, no crutch for me to lean onto here. Excuse me. I see a pool table. I just instantly gravitate towards it.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
That's... Oh, that's real. Ah. There's his mock-up of the dragon. Oh, that's an interesting looking telephone. Ferret biome. This is totally a ferret biome. Only I imagine you would have it much more organized. That's... There is no guard whatsoever on that. Could they not render the plastic, or did it just not have it?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Why is that walled off?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Oh, God.
She was hiding a lot more than that.
What the hell?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
This is a fallout shelter. Which, I mean, that would kind of make sense. They were gonna... Like, they were starting to deal with the Cuban Missile Crisis, I think. Impressed they have a riving knife. Pea soup.
If there's
Propane
a pattern in all these
tanks.
stories,
Concord grape jelly. Jugs of water. Rice. Tasty beans. Boxed cereal that's got enough preserves. Chocolate malt pudding.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh God, Walter was down here? Oh, jeez. Guess he was a prepper. Huh. He did the dishes in the shower. There was a soldering kit. Ah, good. He used spices. Oh, wow. 1952 to 2005. April 1st, 2005, apparently. Before I touch anything, I want to look. Warding away spirits, the dark defense, the Finch curse, isolation syndrome, food of the world, protection from demons, echoes from afar, malevolent monsters, Barbara Finch, child star. Oh, God, that hurts. Psychic self-protection. Cover up Area 51. Exorcism. Surviving death, 10 survival techniques, spiritual warfare, cracking the curse, homemade weaponry.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
He must be talking about the dragon.
Maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Now I want to make peach cobbler. I'm not going to stop you, bird.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
God, I didn't even know about Calvin. Is that just his refuse? I guess so. Peanut butter. Peanut butter and jelly.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Ah, so he came out of there. Okay. Oh. So he just spent, like...
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh my God.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Jesus.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh, God.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. I mean, there is a degree of truth. Now everybody's hungry for peach cobbler. Yeah. I mean, there is a degree of truth in like believing
I
something,
should even be writing this.
believing something so hard that you actually make it true.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
It's easy to make cobbler is one of those things that's easy to do with whatever you happen to have around.
And the history you're a part of.
That must have been the grate that... That duck cobbler. No, no duck cobbler. Duck is not for eats.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. No, duck is not for eats. No.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Mm-mm. Oh no, now there's 3 of you that say there should be duck cobbler. No! We're gonna have to go out there eventually. One bit for duck kibble. No, no duck kibble.
Look at the house. Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Cost 1 bit because of inflation. Oh, what are we doing up here? What are we gonna find up here?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That's real.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
By the time I was 19, I had gone to 5 funerals.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
No, that's fair. Christopher, Shadow, Shotzi, Oliver, Bob.
3 of the gerbils
apples were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. I just... Can't pick that one up?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
And Vegeta Jr. Oh, it's a cave. It's a dude in a cave. That's what that looks like. Oh. A star. Kitty with wings. Oh.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yep, I knew it. Well, we're gonna have to at least look. Wait a minute. Can I move it? Nope, I can't move it. I can only zoom in.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
I want to know what the hell that is.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
This is the part of the game that reminded me of The Witness. Oh boy. Gregory Finch lived almost 2 years. Sam 33. Gus was 13. Milton's a painter. Sanjay Kumar?
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Oh.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be doing any of this now. Ah, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Very outdoorsy.
They were both pretty intense.
Oh, dear.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Ah. His old pack. Look at that mohawk. That's definitely a door we're going to end up going through. Oh, all of his medals. Does he seriously have... He has a Medal of Honor. Holy shit. For military merit. Bravery. Of course, Purple Heart. Wow.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh, kitty. Chris's bird hunt? I'm unfamiliar with that kind of device there. Shutter, hunker down. Prone. Goblins and Ghouls roleplay manual. Book of Knots, From Private to Parent, Returning Home, Red Flag Warning, The Astronaut. Oh. Documenting Danger, Great American Poetry, The Constitution for Kids, The Little Soldier. Bunker, A Survivor's Story, Photos of War. Kay Finch. His first wife. Right. Because she ended up leaving him. Oh. I see that. Now I wonder if he ever remarried. Of course, he would tell his story through photos.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Ain't a bird. Come on, look over here. There we go.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What else am I supposed to take a picture of? Is it just me or does that look fake out there? Let's see. What else can I find?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Ah, there we go.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Nothing quite like being outside. A little more gas in the tank, I guess.
I wonder, are we supposed to wait for him to get done? Dude, that's not healthy.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of him.
Take a picture of what? Where? Oh, okay.
Dad, I...
Just... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
Oh my god.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh god.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Jesus. Yeah, no wonder she didn't want to say anything. Tragic Dick Cheney would be proud. Oh my god. Oh, right. I forgot. Swiggity swaggity, he ain't get no. No. Oh. It's an interesting way to do that. Didn't expect HVAC unit to be inside the house. Oh my god, MREs. Oh.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Huh. Finch control. Oh, Jesus. He did this up just like boot camp. Ah. No, no, no. Oh. Circuit Court of the Fifth Judicial Circuit, Orcas Island, Washington, K. Carlisle. She wanted a divorce. I'm checking to see if there's any, like... Okay. Served December 8th, 77. Oh, God. Tell me this was the same day. Is this... Is it the same day that... Well, no. 12/7/77 was when it was recorded. Tells Oh, God, that just makes me feel so sick. Why does that look like a ramp? Of course, she cleaned out her locker and all that. Past the mailbox before the old chain link fence on the hill. God, he gave them an evacuate. Like, he was just very, very strict. Playing outside without permission, no answering door for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others. Huh. Her switch is still on. Oh, this one is the best.
My mom ever writing poetry, and yet
So look at all of the stuff.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Oh, God.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, my.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This takes a little bit getting used to.
But though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, dear.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Ah, they were over there. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't tell me. Did he get struck by lightning? Oh, great. Katamari Damacy.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. until we found you.
Oh.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Lewis is your fave ferret? Okay. We should still have plenty of time. Oh god, they had to raise the flag. Raise flag 7:30, breakfast 8 a.m., quiet time 11 p.m. Sweep, trash, mop, mow, yard. Greg, be a baby. I mean, I I hate this kind of structure, but that's oh my god, 100 jump ropes, 150 jumping jacks, 100 push-ups, 100 crunches. Good god. I could never do that many in a day. This is just asking for trouble.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
The teacher's calling? Huh. Huh. So she did. She did some mission work. Her own phone. Wow. Oh, man. Schedule eye exam. Don't forget. Visa application. Background check. Interviews? Question mark. Still has some of the same books. June of 87. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. Hey, I used to have those. I used to have that very same drawer set. Those were for either VHS or Betamax tapes. Oh.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
What's a Betamax? It's all one word. It was a different format of video cassette. Didn't pick up as much as the VHS format, and Betamax. Yeah, his format for ducks. It's called a duckling. Yeah, it was a smaller format. I want to say like it was a smaller physical format. I think like it actually had a higher reliability than VHS. However, Betamax readers were harder to produce, and Betamax players, Betamax recorders, they were harder to produce and more expensive because they were smaller. They were the losers in the format wars against VHS.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Solar panels.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, God.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
So she did a lot of homeschooling. For a woman who has the who has a sticker on here that says "Ask tough questions," she sure didn't answer any of Edith's until now.
But it didn't last.
Haha. Shoot. Oh, that's her report. Smartypedia. It's the only thing I can read off of that, but that's hilarious. Kingdoms and Castles, Mystery of Masters of Game Design, Making Games with C++, Level Up, Break Into Games, The Big Balloon, Collision Detection for 2D games, Snow Crash, Game Designer's Notebook, Dungeon Master, Kidding with Science, Word History, Extra Lives, Cheat Code Kings, Volume 3. Huh. To teach and to learn 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Oh man, I remember those. I remember those kinds of pencil sharpeners. And I think I even had that kind of printer. I think it was a Canon. Relief efforts end in disaster. Hundreds of relief volunteers are injured or dead after the effects of a second earthquake. Oh no. Our family history, fact or fiction. Oh, she's got a couple of books in there. "10 Ways to Teach Critical Thinking" and Something by G.S. Scott. Ah, hydrate. Thank you very much. Ah. Lewis rules. Thank you for that, Pukistan.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
My. All right. We know we got to go in there. I just want to see if there's anything of interest. There's actually a whole other game exploring this one. Is that the other one that I saw? It's the painting of a door. It's that door. And it looks like he stepped out of it.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Oh, wow. Ah, it's the same books. Historic American newspapers now available. There's a website. chroniclingamerica.loc.gov. Wonder if that's actually a thing. Oh, that's so cool.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, is it a flip book? Please tell me it's a flip book. It's a flip book. Please tell me he went into his own painting.
When Milton disappeared.
I'm pretty sure some of that artwork was from the game The Unfinished Swan. I never realized this was the same dev. Yeah, there was something... Let's go back down.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That. That one just made me think of that. I didn't know I forgot what the title was. Oh, the lizard painting. Oh, okay. I feel like you should be able to go through that.
Milton had found in the house. Mom didn't want it getting out.
Lewis.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis died the
Everyone
same
told
year.
me to stay out of Lewis's room, except Lewis.
Really wish they would have ported the Unfinished Swan to PSVR. Yeah, that's fair. Huh. It's a boat.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
No. Don't go back out. Get back in there. Oh my god. The Wonderland Turbo. Which is like... There's a lot of similarities to the PlayStation, except the cart system. I wonder if that has something... If that's similar to like the Wonder Swan? Red King's Dream. Through the Looking Glass, Wuthering Heights, Faust... We the Media. "101 Best Poems of the 1800s. He liked a lot of media. Very similar to the Game Station 32. Oh, dear. Oh, man. Shouldn't you clean up some of that? Theodore's Quality Cigars. Oh, yeah. We definitely have a... Wonder what kind of meds he was on. Or if those were actual meds. Greater Seattle Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oh, God.
His mind began to... wander.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, you're having to control them both at the same time.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Oh god, this is very difficult to do. As he goes on, like this, the game, like the labyrinth just keeps getting better. That's so good.
But he found something more.
And now we go into 3D perspective, or the isometric perspective. Holy shit.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Uh-oh.
Even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
It's taking up more and more of his vision. Oh, and a pupper.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Oh my god. The fish!
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, jeez.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
As this is going on, more and more of the
Started drifting away from our reality.
the game is getting into the is like being like you hear more and more of the game and less of the cannery. And oh my god, oh, that's so good.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
One day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Interesting. I'm gonna go this way.
handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
I'm gonna go this way.
radiant rainbows.
Oh my god, this is difficult.
He followed the sound of her.
Oh no. I'm gonna go this way.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh my god.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, this is hella hard now.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Wow. Oh boy. Okay. We're now inside. Okay, we're inside the cannery. That must be his locker. Chinese food.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
God, that's... Ugh. Oh, that hurts.
I still thought I could save him. even after he
Game
said he
Child
was being
3000.
crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Molly. Oh. Oh.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Oh no.
There was only one thing left to do.
That's a guillotine. Oh God.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
All right, we only have 2 left, so we're gonna finish. Yeah, absolutely ingenious game design. That was chef's kiss.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Brita filter. They just kept going up and up and oh.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh geez, now she's going into her own room. That's the same kite.
But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Birds of the Pacific Northwest, The Odyssey, The Little Glass Slipper, The Magic Mountain. Mummification? The giant squid and other monsters? The fairy tales of Charles... I can't really read that. The science of paper crafting. I prefer Pulp Fiction. Oh my god.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh boy.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Here come the anglerfish. I don't want any anglerfish.
Library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
I don't want to go to the Bramble.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh God, we're going to the ship.
And last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Yum antimatter. Hi. Hello.
Out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wondered.
Return to the house? Trying.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here? It's mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
Oh,
I kicked and
dear.
screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Huh.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Hello, White Topaz.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh, that was so good, but If you've not watched The Real Villain of Edith Finch, I would highly suggest it. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that hurts. There's still some things that we hadn't done. There's still some places we hadn't gone to. So...
I was about to say.
Hi, the bird.
Mark.
Yeah, there are a couple places we haven't gone. And,
Yeah, that video is really good.
Oof.
Oof. It's so good, though.
Yeah. Unlockables programmer. If you watch the credits to the Unlockables programmer, you get an achievement in Steam. That's beautiful.
That's great.
Oh, man. So, like, I was kind of expecting to do this all in one. Like, maybe, like, half expecting, half not expecting. But there's still plenty of other things that we need to do. What I might decide to do is, like, go back and try to find all the extra stuff that we haven't gotten to yet. Maybe do... I need to see. I mean, there's a couple of places up at the very top that we haven't been to. There was another stairwell that we never got to go through. Play the Unfinished Swan. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Oh, boy. Like, damn it, chat. Why do you keep making me play these games? I mean... oh, that was so good. Walking Dead Season 1? Absolutely not. I have 0 initiative to play that. I just... No. Also, I'm not 100% sure if you can get anything from Telltale Games anymore. Nice. That and Wolf Among Us. Replay story option now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. And you select her. Let's see. Oh dear. Okay. So if we replay her, it'll just take us... Yep, it just takes us right back to that. Okay, cool.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the
There we
beginning
go.
with the house.
Thought there was one other biggie. Can't think of it. This and Ethan, or Two big ones. Yeah, Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds. Okay, so we're gonna try Fire Watcher.
I lived here until I was 11.
Yeah, I've done that one already too.
Half the rooms.
I wish there was a sprint.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
White Topaz. We actually did Ethan Carter a little while back, and it was me playing through that. That
She thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
like that led us to playing this one.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
A waterfall. Okay, all right. So there are still 5 achievements. Ah, okay. The other 5 achievements are just other things that you can do. Let me double check on that. I haven't really had much of a chance to upload any of the VODs, but they should also be on this channel for a little while. I need to send them over.
The truth is,
Before your eyes.
even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answer.
Let me see. Before your eyes. Oh, come on. Embark on an emotional first-person narrative adventure where you control the story and affect its outcomes with your real-life blinks? Interesting. I'm curious to see how that... For the full experience with Blink interaction, be sure to use a webcam. That's really interesting. Ah. Okay, so they're
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
So good. I've tricked it. I don't think we've been up here. Mainly because like it looks like there's a way that you're supposed to get there. Oh, that is Edith's room all the way up there?
Child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Let's see.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Oh. It's interesting. Okay, so we did end up making the right choices in the beginning. Last one was Dear Esther. Of the 3, I think that's the least good, but it's still a compelling game as well.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Oh god, the swing set. Ah.
doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Let's see. I'm just going to try to speed through this a bit.
10 years, I felt like I was home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
So we didn't go this way.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Well, that solved that anyway. Okay. Well, that's that. That was really good. I very much enjoyed that. So it's gonna be a bit before our next stream. Let me check my calendar real quick. Hold for laughter. Yeah, I have let's see. I've got shows on Saturday and strike on Sunday, and I've got a rehearsal on Tuesday. I would like to be able to stream on April 2nd. And we absolutely should be able to stream on the 3rd. White Topaz, thank you so much for the follow there. Welcome. Let's see. Yeah, depending upon how far along we are with our load in on April 2nd, I might be able to stream that night. Not sure what it'll be yet. April 3rd, we will finally be back with some more Final Fantasy XIV, because that's been a month since we've played. I'm gonna be out of Tuesdays for a while. So, but yes, please stick around. We will definitely have... Oh, you can't watch 14. Is there a particular reason why? Soma is the best game I have a hard time recommending because it's way too easy to get lost in that game and be running around in circles for way too long. I'm trying to avoid wanting to play again. I mean, that's fair. Well, okay, so we're going through FF14, we're going through the MSQ. I've never played it before. I mean, okay, well, I tell a lie. I did play it, like, several years ago, and I only got up to, like, level 12 or something like that. So I know next to nothing about the MSQ. You played for 4 years. Oh, boy. So we're going to be going, like, that one's going to, like, we're going to be touching that on and off, and I'm going to be doing a lot of the grinding of the crafting classes off stream when I've had time. So hopefully we will be back with some more of that. I think the next one... Let me look in my stuff, because I don't want to do another big multi playthrough thing for a bit. I think the next one that was recommended to me was Tacoma. But I also have to see if the new Stanley Parable is out. I'm still waiting for that one to come out. I should probably just go ahead and switch to that, but that's fine. That's fine. I need to, I'll look into Soma. But yeah, I had Tacoma recommended a few weeks back. So we'll check that one out at some point. Bird in chat has been playing a lot of was it Crying Skies? That I really need to get into. Crying Suns, that's it. Yeah. She's been down that rabbit hole. Pukistan, there is a newer version that is coming out. It's been revamped, it's been updated. There's new content. I think it's like Stanley Parable Redux. Let me see if there is a release date for it yet. It just says early 2022. No idea when. But I am incredibly excited. I loved playing the original. I can't wait to see what the next stuff is going to be. I'm going to be pissed that doesn't get released on consoles. It should. I just don't know who's going to get it first, or if it's just going to be all consoles. Actually, let me see. Let me go back. I think you just have to go to the website. You just have to go to stanleyparable.com and check for all the latest updates there. In fact, you know what? Let's do that real quick. It'd help if I could spell. Okay. And Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, everything you remember has been recreated, yet it's different. We've been here before, haven't we? Is Stanley still the same as he was back then, or is it you who's changed? We haven't finalized which console specifically, but we're doing our best to bring the game to your favorite. Whichever home video game console puts a smile on your heart, we're probably in conversation with them already. So it had better not be an Epic Store only, because, oh, I'm going to be pissed. I absolutely refuse to play anything on Epic Store. There's no new news that's new and improved. So, just keep your fingers crossed. I will be streaming it regardless. Early 2022 could be like June 30th, for all we know. And I say that because that's the early part. Like, that is less than that is during the first half of 2022. That could still be early. So, that's that. All right, everyone. I'm going to bed because it's 10:30. I'm a little tired. I got to take my meds. If you have meds that you need to take, please do so. And I'll see you in about a week or so. So, good night, everyone.